Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a story time vlog style only because my baby, he just went to sleep, but he's a little, he doesn't want to go to sleep right now. So I don't know how long he's going to sleep for. So I'm going to try my best to sit down throughout the whole video, but if I can, I'm going to do vlog style. So yeah. So I'm going to start off with, he was born on Tuesday, May 3rd, but I'm going to start off with Wednesday. Yeah, my 37-week appointment. So on my 37-week appointment, they basically just told me that I was 1.5 centimeter dilated, so I was almost at 2. Not yet, but almost at 2. Okay, that was that. Friday, I started getting contractions, but they weren't as bad. So I still got up and got ready to go to work, but then I didn't feel good, so I didn't go. I stayed home. And Saturday, they got a little bit stronger, but then again, it's my first baby, so I'm not sure how contractions are supposed to even really feel like. Well, now I do, but at that point, so I didn't know who to ask. I didn't ask anybody, but I felt like they were stronger, and I don't know, and I was also spotting, so I was like, what, I didn't know what to do. So I went to the hospital on Saturday, and they just told me that I was already at 2, basically, so it wasn't much of a difference from Wednesday. So they just told me that basically baby could come either Saturday night. I think we went pretty early on Saturday. Or they told me Sunday, or it could go up to the 38 weeks. Who knows? So at that point, we left the hospital. We went on a walk. Well, we came home and everything, and then me and Jason decided to go on a 3-mile walk. Because I was like, this baby needs to be born. So on Sunday, I woke up and they were stronger. Not super, I could handle it, but I felt them I'd be stronger. So we just had, they were having a barbecue outside, so we all went outside and everything. We were good, you know. Sorry. Me and my baby got a cold. So then Sunday, yeah, that's what we did. Monday, Jason went to work. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, just go to work, you know. I didn't go to work because my contractions were stronger at that point. I was just waiting for them to be 5 minutes apart. They were bad throughout the whole day. Around 2 p.m. I felt like, oh my god, they're strong. But I tried to hold as much as possible. I didn't want to go to the hospital without Jason. Jason got home around 4 or 5. We went upstairs with his family because we lived downstairs. And then we were just chilling. And I felt them get stronger by the minute. So we didn't end up going to the hospital until they were 2 minutes apart, which was around 9 p.m. And that's when it gets crazy when we get to the hospital. So we went to the hospital around 9 p.m. We got there around 9:30 because it's 20 minutes away, 15-20 minutes away. But, we got ready and everything. So, by the way, let me tell you guys, you know how you see all these influencers doing their makeup and hair? That's not how it works, because that's what I was thinking about doing. And last minute, you just don't know what to do. You're just I'm not doing anything. For me, I was going to go get my lashes done. I had my nail appointment and everything, and then you just don't know when they're going to come. Okay, so anyway, we got to the hospital. They put us in this room. My sister-in-law came with us, but they didn't let her come in until they were going to admit me. So it was just me and Jason. We were in the room, and we were waiting. My contractions were bad, but they weren't super bad, They weren't super bad for a while. They told me that I was at 4. Okay. The first nurse or doctor, whatever the chest name, the midwife, said I was at 4 centimeters dilated. Then she was like, but I gotta go in 30 minutes, this and that, right? Okay, so she checked me. She put an IV. They put an IV in me and everything. Okay, then she left. So a guy came in that was a midwife, and he was a midwife. A guy came in, and I forgot what they're called. He came in, he checked me, and he was like, oh, you're at 2. I'm like, 2? How did I go from 4 to 2? And I was in so much pain already. My baby's waking up. But anyway, I know me and Jason were just there how? What? Okay. Later on, he's like, I'm going to check you again, and if you're at 4, you either get to stay or you leave. And then he was like, but you can go home. And I was like, I'm not going home. I'm in pain. What if this baby's born at my house? And good thing I didn't go home. He was born that day. Anyway, what's it called? So what happened was, I'm like, I know I'm missing parts, but I can't really remember. Everything just happened so fast. We got there at 9:30, and he was born at 4 in the morning. But what's it called? So then basically, the doctor left. The nurse left too, and they were at a C-section. And then by that time it was already like maybe 2 a.m., 3 a.m. maybe 2 a.m. let's say. The contractions were I was screaming. They were bad. And they gave me I had no pain medication. Why? Because I was trying to get it, but the nurse wouldn't come in. They kept telling me that the nurses that were attending me were at a C-section. And I was like, what? Like, I was screaming. Like, I was in so much pain. And they still didn't believe that the baby was going to be born yet. They were like, maybe you're just dehydrated. So they gave me 2, like, thingies of water. And I'm like, dehydrated. Okay. So then, after, I can't really remember, like, so much, like, everything just happened so fast. So then after, I guess the nurse that was attending me wasn't back from the C-section, so I was screaming and nobody would come in, which was ridiculous. So then someone else came in, and she was like, let me check her, see how. And then I guess since I started screaming, because, like, when the contractions would come, it would be so bad, she was like, okay, we're gonna admit her. Like, yeah, decide to admit me when I'm already at almost 10 centimeters dilated, screaming in the hospital, and they're telling me that my baby's still not going to be born yet, that I can go home. Great. So then, she leaves, they get a wheelchair and everything, they put me in the wheelchair. The contractions were terrible. We got to the room where I was going to give birth. At that point, I asked her, I was like, I need something, the pain is, like, bad. Like, can you give me pain? Anything but the epidural. And she was like, yeah, we're going to give you pain medication. And then she was like, wait. And then, but I felt like I already had to push. Like, he needed to come out. Like, I already felt it. But they were telling me, no, don't push. And I was like, okay. But then I told Jason, I was like, I'm going to. I just had to. Like, you feel like you had to, you know. So then after, she was like, okay, we're going to give you the pain medication. And then she was like, wait, no, it's too late. You're almost 10 centimeters dilated. And I'm like, I knew it. Like, they could tell me I wasn't, but I'm like, I knew it. Like, this pain was so bad. I felt like I was dying. Like, I was texting my mom because my mom wasn't there. I was texting her, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, literally. And I felt like I was gonna faint, and I felt so hungry, and I felt so dehydrated. It was terrible. The worst part was that the nurses weren't coming in. We were in the room before that admitted room for like 4 hours with no nurse came in. No one came to check on us. The thing kept beeping because I guess my blood pressure or something. And no one was coming in. It was terrible. Okay, so after she told me that I was almost 10, that she couldn't give me no pain medication, that they were gonna break my water. The guy goes, no, we can't break her water yet. And then the girl goes, no, yeah, we can. So they just break my water, my baby. So basically, he breaks my water, and then I start pushing. I was already pushing before, but, I was pushing. And in less than 5 minutes, we literally rushed into the room. Like, everything just happened so fast. The way I'm saying it probably makes it seem like, oh, like, we were in there for 30 minutes. No. We literally got there, and, like, everything just went, like, the nurses and doctors were just rushing in and trying to get everything ready. He was literally born, and I think I pushed him in, like, 5 minutes. Not even kidding, like, 5 minutes. Like, everything happened so quick. He was born, like, right away. They didn't even have time to COVID test me, because before they admitted me into that room, they were supposed to test me for COVID, and they didn't. They tested me until when the baby was born. Why? Because everything happened so fast. Like, I told them. Like, I felt like you know your body. Like, if you know your body, you know your body. So if you're gonna go into labor, and if you feel when you're gonna go into labor, you know what I mean? I don't know, like, I just know I knew he was gonna be born, but they were telling me no. They were gonna send me home. Imagine I would have gone home. Maybe I would have been born at home. What would I have done? Like, I wouldn't even know what to do. But anyways, yeah, so that happened. I don't even know. This is all over the place. I'm telling you, it's so confusing. Maybe if Jason explains it, it would have been way easier, because he was there for everything. But Jason was very supportive. I felt bad because I felt like I was being annoying, because, like, I wanted to tell him to shut up. But, like, it just felt so annoyed when you're in so much pain and these nurses aren't coming in to give you anything for pain. It's so annoying. But yeah, that's what happened. We were there till the baby was born. Like, everything just happened so quick, and, like, it was such a different experience. Like, you you plan things differently, you imagine things different, and like things don't actually go that way. Like I didn't imagine them rushing me into that room. Why? Because the baby was ready to be born and they thought he wasn't. You know, at that point it just makes you think like, I was so confused, and it was my first baby, so I didn't even know what to expect, you know. And at that point, right before that, I was also bleeding, and I was like I didn't even know what was happening, and the nurses weren't even coming in. Jason went to go get someone, and she told me that my nurse was at a C-section, and I was like, so what am I gonna do, you know? But yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then he was born, my sister-in-law got there and everything. I was planning to like do record my labor and delivery, but everything just happened so fast. He was born at 37 weeks. Like he was supposed to be born on May 18th. He was born on May 10th. Little baby. So the one thing that I would say that was good about this whole experience was that I didn't get any pain medication. I'm not saying that if you get it, you know you're not, like, because originally I was planning on getting it. I'm not even gonna say I wasn't, because I wanted it. I was in so much pain, but you know, I didn't have the opportunity because of everything that happened. But for one thing, it's good, you know. I didn't get the epidural. I didn't get no pain medication. But if I would have gone, it would have been perfectly fine, you know. But, you know, everyone's story is crazy. Mine, I felt like, was just all over the place. So that was my labor and delivery story. It was a pretty crazy experience. Something I never thought I was going to experience. Like, the way everything happened. The way I felt like the nurses didn't even care. It was just crazy. And what was more crazy to me was when I was already, like, pushing him. They were like, no, she's not ready. But he was I can't. But yeah, everything went well. Recovery went well. I'm gonna be 6 weeks postpartum next week. My baby's big already. Yeah, and I just, it was, I'm just gonna do a whole different story time, like, postpartum, because it's something else. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video.